Hello fellow woodworkers, welcome to this week's edition of the Garage Workshop and my April workshop blog. Roll the intro. So, as I like to do in these videos, I'm going to give you a little bit of an update on how the channel has been running this month. So, I've had 4 videos on the channel this month. The most recent one was the fence panel, where I decided whether it was better to buy or build my own one. That was last week's video. I had my gifted Temu tool haul video, which did very well, and I got a lot of good feedback on that video. I then had the second stage of my mitre saw bench build, and lastly my learning to laminate, where I laminated the top of both my workstation, my workbench, and also my mitre saw bench. So 4 really good videos this month, and the channel now stands at 1,558 subscribers. I've added just over 40 subscribers this month, which is about what I sort of normally get on a month-to-month basis. I've had just over 7,200 views on the channel, and the watch time is up to 888.1. One of the things I did notice this month on the channel is that the average view time of my videos has gone up, which is really good to hear. And I do still think the one area I need to focus on my channel is video length. When you look back, some are 10 minutes, some are 16 minutes, some are 40 minutes. I don't think I've quite got that right yet. And one of the other things I looked at this month is my top 5 videos over the month of April, and I was a bit surprised to see what they were. So the most viewed video in the month of April on the channel was the gifted Temu haul video, which has had just over 1,000 views now. The second highest viewed video was last week's, which was the one on the fence panel, followed by the mitre saw bench build, the second part, and the learning to laminate. But the 5th most viewed video this month was actually my original Temu haul video. Again, I'll put a link to that and all of the videos of April in the video description, but I was impressed to see that that has managed to come back and actually has generated over 500 views in the month of April, so possibly related to the gifted Temu haul video, I'm not sure, but a really solid month for the channel. So each month I like to give you just a little bit of a breakdown of the videos that I've been watching, and my first video is from one of my favourite channels. This is the Weekend Shedhead channel. It's Rob's channel. If you haven't seen it, I'll put a link to this description, his channel, in the video description. It is a great channel. I love watching Rob's videos. I watch him every time he drops one, and this one is a review of the Parkside hot glue gun. It was $3.99. Now, the reason why I picked this video to share with you is it's not like some of the videos you're going to get from some of the massive global woodworking YouTube stars, you know, people like Jason at Bournemouth. It's not about that. But for us amateur woodworkers, a review of a hot glue gun, even a cheap one, is exactly the sort of thing we need. Rob's got loads of great content on his channel, and if you get a moment, just have a little brief flick through it. And on this one in particular, you can see the amount of stuff that Rob has got crammed into that workshop of his is absolutely amazing. But I really enjoyed this video. It's got a lovely conversational style and it's really good, so well worth checking out, and that is Weekend Shedhead's Parkside hot glue gun review. The next video that I want to draw your attention to is from Grumpy's Workshop at Dave's channel, and this is on the Cowrie-Man router plane. And it's a brilliant video, and Dave talks a lot in this video about how he really knows that he hasn't had a lot of experience of working with hand tools, much like myself, and he talks through his thought process in going ahead with this video. It was a gifted video, and his thoughts on this product. Now, I love Dave's channel. You know, I don't hide the fact I think it's a brilliant channel. Dave did my channel a lot of favors. I was on about 120 subscribers, and Dave mentioned me on his channel. Literally overnight I shot up to 400. I watch Dave's videos every week that he drops one. I think they're absolutely fantastic, but this is really worth it. So if you're in the market for a plane, give this video a view. My next video is from one of the powerhouses of woodworking on YouTube. It is Fisher's Shop, and he's making a church pulpit. I cannot recommend this video to you enough. I'm never going to get commissioned to make a church pulpit, and I'm sure there's many of you that won't, but the amount of detail that goes into this finished product is brilliant. It's really stepped through stage by stage. It's almost like an instructional video, and what I love about it is all of the skills and techniques are in here, could be done by any of us. There's not a lot of mega complicated stuff going on. There's just a lot of thought, a lot of planning, a lot of attention to detail, and the finished project is absolutely beautiful. I highly recommend you watch this. If you don't know Fisher's Shop, there's amazing amount of quality to everything he builds, but this is a really special video, and that's my third recommendation. My last video this week is another one from a very inspirational YouTuber for me, and it is Peter Millard's quick, cheap and easy router guide rail fix. Now in this video Peter talks about having a guide rail for his Festool router, and I have to say the tool that he's got is amazing. I think he actually has more than one. I'm pretty sure he's got both Festool routers, but in this video he just creates a very simple guide rail, and it's something that any of us could build. It's very step by step, very straightforward, very instructional, and actually I've got a Bosch plunge router, a bigger one, and I don't use it for the simple fact it's actually quite hard to control. So this video is certainly giving me a bit of an inspiration of making my own one in the future. If you don't know Peter's channel, it's an amazing channel, the 10-minute woodworking channel, and I will put a link to this video in my description, but well worth a watch. So lastly this week, fellow woodworkers, I do like to bring your attention to any sales that go on in either Aldi or Lidl, and Parkside have got a sale this weekend. I'm filming this video on the 27th of April, so by the time this video goes live on Monday, these items should all be in the shop, and it's one of their better middle of Lidl sales. There are a couple of really important items in it. I will glaze over the plasma laser cutter, which I would love at some point, and I just wanted to highlight a few of them. The first one is this wet and dry vacuum cleaner, which is priced at $39.99. I don't own one of these, but when I did my review recently of my Dual, and when I've done previous reviews of Titan, some of the comments, some people suggested the Parkside wet and dry vacuum cleaner, and I think for a vacuum cleaner that's got a big capacity, and nearly 20 litre capacity, and a 1300 watt motor, that is a really reasonable price, and is by far cheaper than comparable brand name items that you can get, or brand name vacuums that you can get. So that one is my first recommendation. Again, I haven't had one, but I've had good feedback on them, and I know that they're very popular. The second item I can speak from personal experience, and it is the Parkside file stroke rasp set. Now there are 3 in this set, and it costs £5.99. Now I will give you a disclaimer straight off. I'm not saying these are the best quality rasps. In fact, the reason that I need to buy another set is because my set have literally been worn away. I have used them quite a lot, but I think had I bought a more expensive rasp it might have lasted longer. But at £5.99 for a set of 3, you get a sort of curved one, a flat one, and a completely round one. I've used these files and rasps lots and lots of times in the garage workshop, and you know, I'm not the sort of user where I need to have an expensive one because I use it all the time. I'm just an occasional user, and there's a really nice entry level set, £5.99. As with a lot of Parkside tools, I don't think you can go wrong. The last item is quite an unusual one, and not really a true woodworking item, and it is this set, this 10-pack of anti-static tweezers. Now these are not going to be top of the range, really nicely molded tweezers. That's not what they're for. There is a really lovely variety of tweezers in here. They're strong enough that they can pick up most things, and I have a set of these which I bought about 3 or 4 years ago, and I've tended to use them for some smaller things. So sometimes I've held screws with them. I quite often have got things out of my miter saw or my table saw using the tweezers. They're just really handy to have. They're sort of really for crafting, I think. But I had a set, like I said, and I'm going to buy another set and keep it at work because they're really value conscious product. And again, a nice mixture. You've got some with flat heads, some with points, some with kerr heads, so everything you need in there really. And for $4.99, I think that is a bargain. So just before we finish, fellow woodworkers, again, just a little bit of feedback from you. As I mentioned earlier in the video, I'd recently did a sponsored video from Temu, which was really good. I really enjoyed it. And I've got a video coming up next week on Hoopar laser level, which again, I was really fortunate enough to have been sent that by Hoopar. But I am getting more and more offers in my inbox from companies who want me to showcase their products. And I've always said I would not be prepared to make a review video of anything if it's not something that I would personally use in the garage workshop, which is why I've picked things which I am likely to use. But I would be really interested in getting your opinion on the sponsorship. Well, I don't call them sponsorships, they're gifted videos that I've done so far. I know there were quite a few comments in the Temu ones, and I know people have opinions on Temu's products, but for me, the reason why I did that Temu video was I wanted to pick some items which I knew I either wouldn't or couldn't afford to buy from Temu and take that risk, which is why I did it. But I would really appreciate some feedback, so drop me a comment. Do you think it's worth me keeping up the videos that I'm doing, the gifted videos? Are there too much? Are there not enough? I mean, my evolution video recently, the evolution miter saw, that was a very well received video, and actually that was quite a substantial gift from evolution. So let me know what you think. I'd really appreciate your views. Okay, we're at the end of this month's blog for April. Thank you so much for watching. If you're new to the channel, please can I ask you to subscribe, like and comment. And if you're a regular viewer, don't forget to like and comment. I hope you all have a fantastic week. I'll see you on next week's edition of the Garage Workshop. Take care, fellow woodworkers.